Well, I gotta check the camera, make sure it's working. Hold on. Yeah. Yeah, it's working. Looks like it's working. Anyway, I have a Christmas tree I want you to put on. Show a Christmas tree. Go see the Christmas tree real quick. Show a Christmas tree. Yeah. Yeah, it's a good tree. Yeah, the thing is, it's a good tree, alright. Yeah. Anyway, I wanted to say, I prefer the good video camera over the what I'm using. It's a small camera. Yeah, they had this image maker I got Disgrazio, doesn't work. It's electronic stuff the computer don't read if it's old. The year 2000 is outdated. Everything gets outdated. Yeah. Got a nice shirt. Hold on a second. تعمل face inch عشان انت هتخش فيها. Just hold it كده. You can see it. Don't push any buttons. Yeah, you get me? Get me straight. Did I comment? How come it's not pulling you down?
Yeah, I saw you. I can see you. I can see you.
Is my face on it?
Yeah, everything is on it. Yeah.
What is it about? Press on the hand.
Okay, you.
Okay, so wanted to get here so you can see good shape for the girls. I like them 18-year-old girls, 19-year-old girls. I'm the one. I'm the one who can solve all the problems. You must have heard about Jesus Christ. You must have heard about Jesus. I want you to hold her?
Yeah, please.
Alright, don't push one. You must have heard about Jesus. Jesus Christ. Hold on while I go back over there. You heard about Jesus, right? You heard about General Eisenhower. D-Day, June 6, 1944. You heard about General MacArthur, the Philippines. You remember that? You remember December 7th, 1941? The attack on Pearl Harbor. We can prevent a lot of crime in the nation and the world. We can. What we need is a genius. I am the genius. In return for $800 million. In return for $1 billion. I I mean, why would I want to solve all the problems of the world? Just think. Just think if I was a genius. Why would I care? Why would I care about anything except my own problems? But I'm a nice guy. I care. So I haven't made money, but still I'll donate my time. You see, it's simple. World War III is similar to the crimes of the nation and the world. It's just at a higher scale, you see. Now, basically, the problem, it all started when I wanted a girlfriend, you know. I know what you're going to say, boring. But still, if you want credibility, you have to see how it started. So I'm like studying everything, thinking I'm going to get a nice girl, you know. But, you see, I'm 43 now, but still I like them 18, 19, 20. I mean, I'll take 21 and older, but hey, make sure they're nice looking. But let's get back to the subject. I don't think I should run for the President of the United States because, I don't know. Elvis wasn't the president. Justin Bieber's not the president. He makes a lot of money. I don't think the answer is to be the president. I don't think the problem will be solved in 4 years. I don't think it'll be solved in 8 years. I think it needs a celebrity that can just keep talking, can just stay in the public spotlight. Michael Jackson stayed in the public spotlight. Oh, it says I had a low battery. Man, that's not good. Makes it harder to download this thing into the computer. Oh well, I was hoping to download it as soon as I get off. Anyway, maybe I'll charge the battery a little bit, and I can download it. Yeah, got this measly camera. You can see it here. You can see it's not that good of a camera, but nobody donated money to me anyway. You know what's funny is, oh, I see it, low battery indicator. Anyway, you know, a lot of things I put on the Facebook, they could be controversial. But you gotta understand it, the way I see it. You see, God is the creator, the owner of the humans. So you might say, what does it matter? Well, think about a new car. If it's a lemon, you run to the manufacturer. If it's defective, you have a recall. Now, people all the time say that's just the way people are. You know, let's pick, for instance, Richard Ramirez, the Night Stalker. Yeah, I like portray the Night Stalker, or Alejandro Avila, the guy who attacks Samantha Runyon. Now, anyway, Adolf Hitler's good too. It's good to portray. Anyway, my point is, people don't have to be that way. There could be control. There could be power over defects. Manufacturers of cars didn't intend for them to defect. Electronics are not supposed to defect. If they defect, it goes to the manufacturer. Hey, if you think about it, God, he's a good person. In fact, you could say he's an awesome person, because people are awesome. And since he's so awesome, he decided that he wants to help personally. Personally. What does that mean, personally? Well, it's understood that God isn't a human. So how does he interact with people? Well, in the Bible, it's filled that there's prophets. What's a prophet? A prophet is someone who speaks for God on behalf of God. So that's what I say I am, someone who speaks for God on his behalf. Well, the catch is I don't really care, and I don't even want to speak for him. I have my own problems. But in return for $800 million or something, I'll do it. So I thought about it. I like to go to strip clubs, so I said, hey, okay, I'll do it. People will donate money. But see, the thing is that why will people believe I'm a prophet? Well, over time, the evidence builds up. They can see that I am, in fact, a prophet. I posted a lot of evidence on Facebook that I show I'm a prophet. When I talk, like right now, I try to point out things that prove I'm a prophet. One of my favorite ways of proving is to show how, like for instance, when I say something like dinosaurs were the first creation, humans were the second creation. So what are humans? In my opinion, I think that God thinks humans are pets. Pets. Like humans have pets, like dogs and cats and fish in an aquarium. It sounds silly, but what purpose do humans really have? Now, if you think about it, how do we benefit God? Well, second, think about the dinosaurs. What were their benefit? What was the benefit of the dinosaurs to God? As you know, the dinosaurs became extinct, but they did rule the earth. So he created the dinosaurs for amusement. So humans are like Disneyland, an amusement park. They're supposed to amuse God. I think that God in the Bible says he created man in his image. So if God is smart, obviously he wants us to bear the burden of intelligence. That's why he's not holding our hands like a father would hold the hands of his little girl, 3-year-old or 2-year-old girl, and teach her how to walk or teach her how to ride a bike with training wheels. He wants us to prove to him just how smart we are. Kind of like a guy who said in a movie, okay, we're going to find out just how big of a man you really are. He was arguing with another guy or something. Yeah, I know, he's just upset about something. But the older guy, he had a bodyguard. Anyway, I forgot what the movie was called. I'll let you know if I can remember it. God wants to see just how smart we are. He wants us to prove to him. Kind of like if you had a dog and you wanted your dog to prove to the owner how smart that dog was. Or if you had a son or daughter and you wanted your son or daughter to prove how smart they are to you. So he doesn't hold our hands like he might hold a little 3-year-old and guide us along the way. One time the missionaries of Jesus Christ of Latter-day Saints told me they can only help me so much. They could take me to the bus, but they can't carry me to church. They can help me so I can go to the bus. I think that's what God is. He doesn't want to carry us everywhere. He gets upset. He gets bored. That's probably why the dinosaurs got extinct. And World War III is the same thing that the dinosaurs faced. Extinction is what humans face. World War III is what will cause human extinction. Now, what's the catch? There is a catch here. The catch is this. The crime that's in the world and in the nation that we see, like on television, it works the same way that a World War III would work. See, leaders of nations are human, just like anybody else. Like Adolf Hitler. Adolf Hitler wanted more living space for the Germans. He was racist. Now, imperialistic Japan wanted also more living space, but they followed the example of Adolf Hitler. I think that if Adolf Hitler did not take over the world, Japan would not have tried to take over the world too. It's kind of like a mania trend or something. So, what's my point? My point is this. We need to teach religion, right and wrong, and the laws of the land to children. So you might think we're at the point of being bored again. But see, the thing is that I don't think that it's being taught correctly. I think the laws need to be changed so that it accommodates it better. So what I say sounds a little bit simple. But see, the thing is even simple things don't get done. You know, on Silver Spoons, there was an episode with Ricky Schroder in which a basketball player was going to come visit the Stratton house. Richard Stratton, I think, was the father of Ricky Schroder on an old show called Silver Spoon. Now, the father, Richard, told Ricky about movement plays, like Kobe Bryant does on LA Lakers. But he didn't want to listen to his father. And then that basketball player, famous, he told him the same thing. And he listened to him, took advice. Now, why did he listen to the basketball player and he didn't listen to the father? He told the father when he told him and pointed out, he said, yeah, Dad, but he knows what he's talking about. So people only take advice from certain people. The little boy, he was about like 13 or 12, Ricky Schroder, he only wanted to listen to someone like Kobe Bryant because he figured Kobe Bryant was someone he would take advice of, even if the advice was from his own father, and it was identical. So people might know what I'm saying. They might think that I make sense, but still they don't do it. At least maybe the government doesn't do it. Now, there's always these plea bargains, right? Why can't they make what I'm saying part of the plea bargain? Or people get in trouble in school all the time. They get detention. They get expelled. They get suspended. Just think, if people who get in trouble were offered, like, reading the Bible or something, or the Book of Mormon, or whatever religion they want to choose. It could be a choice thing. See, all religions were made in God's honor. See, the bottom line is people need to be good, okay? It doesn't really matter what religion, as long as people are good. It's been proven that all the wars, I mean, just think about the Civil War. It didn't really have to happen because why did it have to happen? Slavery was not going to hold up. It wasn't going to work. We can learn from the example that the Civil War didn't have to happen. We can learn from the past that World War I and World War II didn't have to happen. Now that we see that all these world wars and Civil War didn't have to happen, we can prevent World War III using the sacrifices of the past. So the people of the past sacrificed for us. We don't have to repeat it. But see, without somebody leading the show, like I'm trying to do, it doesn't seem like it's going to be prevented. It seems like the past will repeat itself. And how come I say I shouldn't run for the president? Because the person who preaches should be more looked at like Justin Bieber or Elvis Presley. Or Michael Jackson. But see, Michael Jackson had too many issues. I mean, Michael Jackson without his issues. I mean, I've never seen the guy Michael Jackson with a woman correctly. I mean, unless it was for publicity or something. And I heard too much about him liking little boys. But if you set that aside, he got a lot of attention, and his career was long. But I feel bad for him that he just was not portraying himself as normal. I think he was a poor dude. I think he's like having a lot of trouble. But I wouldn't mind his fame and fortune. After all, I like girls 18, 19, 20, 21, and show me the girl and I'll tell you if I like her. They have to look nice. That's what I preach. I mean, everybody has their own preference, but I prefer them attractive. I have this thing for Latin girls, though. But I like all races. Like I say, show me the girl. But anyway, getting back to the subject. There's a lot that needs to be done. I don't think 4 years or 8 years in some kind of public office will solve it anyway. Besides, if a president preaches too much, they always get upset and they want to impeach the president. They say remove him and put a new president. Remember with Clinton and Monica Lewinsky? And they always have issues. It's too strict to be in office. And besides, I don't like to work full time. I like to be busy with the girls. Anyway, what I'm trying to say is, I read about Elvis. He worked too much. I don't like workaholic. People can be workaholics, but not me. Anyway, I can't let this camera run forever. I got to download whatever it's on it. But anyway, what I'm trying to say is, it's very obvious, it's very simple. God created humans like he created dinosaurs. He sees the problem. There's too much crime. World War III is around the corner. So he wishes to speak. But how does he speak? Does he stand in the middle of the street? No one has ever seen God stand anywhere. But even before there were streets, he's always used prophets if you read the Bible. Or if you read any religious book, he's always used some kind of a messenger. But when he shows his wrath, like in the situation with Sodom and Gomorrah, he destroyed the cities. He's always destroyed things using natural disasters. He's always showed his strengths. He's always showed and proven that he can destroy whatever he created. It seems like God, the creator of human beings, wants humans to know that he's the big boss man, that he's in charge, and that people should know his power and strength. But though he's not human, he's in existence. I'm going to have to type out other things because I can't stay on this camera forever. But just think that the Earth, it says in geological time scale, is 4.5 billion years old. So the dinosaurs lived 228 to 65 million years ago, according to the book 3D Dinosaurs. I posted that on the internet. If you look at it the way I see it, the time frame, if you look at how old the Earth is, and if you look at the history of the Earth and human beings, what I say makes sense. It makes sense that it's simple. God created people, and he wants them to function correctly. Whenever something is wrong, he grieves. You know, there was a story about Paul Walker recently on the news about how he crashed his car. I heard 5,000 mourners came to show support. Every time there is tragedy on the news, God mourns and grieves. He hears the prayers. He'd like to help humans. But the test is this. He can help them, but they have to also help themselves. He can whisper something in their ear. He can give them advice. He can have me type things on Facebook. God also would like a Facebook too. Just think about it. Everyone has Facebooks. How many likes does Rihanna have? How many likes does God have? Well, God has the Great Reform. It only has 3 likes. Some pages have only 1 like. Myself. So does that mean they like Rihanna more than God? Rihanna has millions of likes. 262 million. But God only has 1 like. Does that give him a reason to grieve and mourn? The same person who only has 1 or 2 likes on Facebook under the Great Reform mourns and grieves every day, every second that people suffer. The suffering of people is his suffering. People suffer. You can read it on the news. You can read it in the newspapers. You can watch it. He hears the prayers. People pray. Is anything ever going to change? That's what God is saying. So he assigned another prophet. I am the prophet, Chris H. Candelaria, prophet of destiny. But still, I don't care. I just want to go to the massage parlor, the sexual ones. I like girls 18, but I don't have money. So I said, okay, I'll make a deal with you, God. I'll talk for you. Maybe I'll get paid. Donations. But still, I don't care. But still, then again, I ask this one question before I sign out of this camera. If there's someone else on this planet who thinks they can do my job, Go ahead. Make a Facebook page. I don't know. But I've never heard of anyone doing what I'm doing. I've never heard someone else say they're a prophet except for the Jesus Christ of Latter-day Saints, Thomas Monson. But see, the thing is that Monson's a different kind of prophet. He's not doing this kind of work. He's just a prophet for the church. I'm talking about someone who works with politics, works with the law enforcement, and talks like I talk. Monson doesn't do that. He talks his own way. He has his own thing. Now, I talked to the Latter-day Saints at their church, and they think that only one prophet is possible. But then I ask them, God is the one who can determine how many prophets he has. I told them, only God can determine this. I said to some of them, are you God? They still think that there can only be one prophet at one time. Well, God assigns who is the prophet and how many. So right before I sign off, if there's anyone on the planet Earth who has been assigned to do my job, let him show himself. Let him show himself like I show myself. Let him post his address like I post my address. Let him say that he does have the authority to speak in the name of God. And then let the people of the earth decide if he is a messenger, a representative of God. But unless I see it, unless I hear about it, then I'm unchallenged. I am the only one on this planet who represents God at this time. I'm not talking about past prophets, I'm talking about current prophets. So as silly as it seems, a guy who doesn't care about nothing but his own problems, likes to go to a topless bar. He's 43, likes 18, 19, 20-year-old girls. And if you like them older, show me the girl. If you have someone else, bring them on. Because I don't think there's anyone else. I mean, it sounds good because just think if I was the only guy on earth, I'd have a lot of girls. I'm 43, I haven't had any. That would be nice, huh? Just think if we could make a movie, I'm the only guy on the planet, and all the women want me. That would be nice. I like 2 girls, 3 girls, 4 girls. I like them all. But still, there's a lot of guys. There's a lot of guys. There's not a shortage of guys. But now that I hear that there's no other prophet but myself except Thomas Monson, I already talked about him. I'm not talking about that kind of prophet. I'm talking about a prophet that talks like I talk, talks with politics, talks about like I talk. You heard how I talk. It needs someone who speaks to the people directly, not through a church. It needs someone who works with the police, with the politicians, with the lawmakers to solve this problem about preventing World War III, about crime and nation in our world and nation. Now, Thomas Monson is a good man, but I'm not talking about him. I'm just setting him aside. He has his own job. He does his own thing. He's a prophet. That's just the Latter-day Saint thing. I'm talking outside the Latter-day Saints, outside any church. There isn't anyone like that. I wanted to get a better camera from Target. It was $200, but I don't got the money. Too bad somebody doesn't want to buy it for me. My car is broken. I need $200 for that. Nobody donates me money. I sure could use some money. Maybe someone should donate me some. Hey, besides the money they donate me, if I'm richer, I can also help people. Just think. Like we can start some kind of a helping thing. But still, I got to be taken care of first. I'm not going to lie about it. I got to be pampered. And you might say, why do I say these things? Because I don't want people accusing me of stealing money, So if you donate money, you have to know how it works. I have to be pampered first. So that means I might spend it on myself. So don't donate then. Don't say I didn't tell you. I don't want no problems. Whatever money gets donated, I spend as I please. If that prevents people from donating, then maybe that's what it's meant to be. Hey, I'm a nice guy. I'm an honest guy. Don't donate. But still, you want to say that I have superhuman intelligence? I'll take it as a compliment. You flatter me. Maybe I do. Superhuman intelligence, call it that way. Super Chris. That's what I am. Superman. Anyway, I have to download this thing, put it on YouTube. Next time, I'll make another video. We saw my Christmas tree. Merry Christmas to you. Today is December 10, 2013. And we should always remember the famous World War II general, Dwight D. Eisenhower, who led the Allies on June 6, 1944, Normandy, France, D-Day. You know, they should never have happened. Hitler should have never did what he did. And that's why God assigned me as a prophet. So history does not repeat itself. Okay, until next time, read the Great Reform, pages 1 to 71. I'll be on page 72 soon. Thank you and Merry Christmas.